Welcome, my fans. Welcome, everybody. I am Irene or the Talker. Welcome to another segment of iReview, a movie review. This segment is where I love the most, where I love to talk about movies, watch movies, and talk about it. And this movie we are going to be talking about today is The Order of Things. The Order of Things featured numerous actors like Binta Ayo-Mogaji, Timini Egbuson. It even had some few short cameos by Ademola, Ademola. We had Tiana Empire. We had Lizzy J, that's Coaching Center Girl. We had Dija and Lateef. These ones are not cameos. And then this boy, Prince Unigwe, Angel's brother. Let me just go into it. My review for the movie. I'll give it a 2/5. Nothing more than that. I've said it already. I guess we just go into the things I do not like straight. This movie featured a lot of good actors that did not act well, and I feel it's the work of the director. And I was now I'm going to, before I review who the director is, I'm going to state how it was. I was watching it, I was like, these people act well. Even if Prince could be acting like he's a JJC, Prince, one of the best child actors. Timini, the best Kenny there for me was Timini. Then this lady after her, then I'll not pick some of the supporting being Lateef and Dija, and a little bit of Ademola, but he did a very small role, so I don't get it. But I was just thinking my that all these people act so well. They act so, even Timini's acting was not stellar, was not great as it used to be. Like, although it was okay, but it was not great. I'm like, these people act so well normally, then they are not acting well here. If I don't know them, I'll think they are all just upcoming actors. If Binta, veteran, I can say I do not like her acting there. I know that something is wrong. I was just said in my mind that it's the work of the director. It didn't utilize these actors well. And then the time they did at the end of the movie, I saw the what was it called? The dedication. I was like, Chief Justice Esiri. In my head, when I saw this, I knew the name. I familiar, but like, Chief Justice. I was thinking his sign or something. Now I went to check. I was like, oh, Chief Justice Esiri. This man, I liked him, yeah. And that's what the name. Son, Dr. Sid. And I remember that I saw Director Sidney Esiri. I'm like, it's Dr. Sid that'll do it. Okay, this was the movie was talking about that is coming with a banger and all that. Elisa, I am sorry to state, he didn't come with a banger. He didn't come with a banger. He came with a pop. It's just a small pop. He did not do banger. He did not do. So, I'm not going to say, you should not think about it. You should not go into it. No. It's just going to, I know if I start directing, I'll probably not even do as much as he did. It's just practice the same makes perfect. So, yeah, it's not everyone that will come out of the pack and eat everything. So, yeah, kudos to him. You should keep on working, and yeah, at least I know it will be great. I actually do believe, not because I want to kiss us or whatever. I actually believe, yeah, that we should be able to see maybe not some great groundbreaking work from him, but we're going to see more beautiful work from him, more than this. This is just the beginning, because I actually liked the beginning, the opening. And although it was cheated a bit and all that, but I liked the opening. Then I liked when they were showing us their names, and it was like cartoon, and it was like a role-playing game and all that. So it gave us an inkling of what we were going into, and I feel like they should release that game. Actually, it looked well, it looked good. The story is not something original. It's not something we've not seen before. Yeah, we can see where it was going to. And I was actually expecting something else in one part. If I had seen that, maybe that would have been it for me. But we knew where it was going, nothing spectacular. So that takes me to one other aspect I did not like, which is the main thing. Like when the movie are supposed to build us up build a momentum. Then we get to the gongo. I was like, how will they come back from this? And then you bring us down and we'll come to the resolution and all that. This movie was like this. Oh, flatline. It's flatline all through. He died. He died. He did not do like the art is supposed to do. He just went the little what? Oh God, what you mean by terminology? Why am I forgetting the terminology? The climax and the month, they will call it something I've forgotten. The main issue that people were supposed to like anticipate / dread, and when it happens, they're like, hey, it has happened, and then we're on the road to recovery. It's crept up on us. We could not even see it coming. We could not even imagine it coming. Like, it just see, it was a blip. Like, if you were not aware, like, I should tell you how it happened. So it happened, and I was like, oh wait, that's the main conflict. I wanted to remember conflict. That's the main conflict of the movie. Like, if I'm like, wait, that's the main conflict of the movie. The one I just passed, that's the main conflict. Sometimes I could see from a mile away. That is the main conflict. Holy God, oh God. Holy macaroni. No. So, everything, that's just it. It just went through. The acting was not that great. I like Timini's acting. I like that guy's acting. It was in the series. I don't know why they did not do season 2. You people, please bring MMM for me. Bring it. I've been waiting. I've been commenting with my previous channel. Bring MMM season 2. Thank you. Now, back to the movie. So, the acting were stilted in some parts, but it wasn't something bad. I'd be like, no, the movie acting was terrible and all that. They could have done better. And the heroine, the way she was talking, it was one of her acting to be a gentle good girl and not actually being a gentle good girl. So movie is make believe, but that's the part of it. You have to make us believe it. We're supposed to believe it, that that's who you are, that is your life, and that's how we can key into it. But it was just like, oh, I'm just watching people acting. That's what it was. They didn't sell it for me. They didn't sell it to me. No. So it felt like she was just putting on the voice. I feel like maybe she should have used her real voice, or maybe she should have practiced more with the voice, and it comes off nice. For example, look at this guy and Lateef, Adedimeji. He uses different voices. He even does a female's voice. Although there's a constant sound to the voice, a piece that you know that, yeah, is the one. But there's a part, the pitchiness of his voice goes off and on. Yeah, we don't have that. But you can be talking like, you can believe that, it's a lady that is talking. So he tried this in the beginning when he was trying to be the guru, and he was trying to put on his art and all that. Yeah. So he brought something different. It felt like it was comfortable in that voice, basically. It felt like she was not comfortable in that voice. Any little thing, maybe a little smack or a little and she revert to her. Come on, see Tyler Perry, see the way it does. That voice was not voicing. I'm sorry. I like the ingenuity. I like the trying to show something different, which is one of the problems I have with Nollywood, that it's the same old, the same look, the same style, the same dressing, the same voice, the same everything. I'm not even doing anything different. I like that she tried doing something different, but it did not work in this one for me, or work for someone else. So, like I said, nothing spectacular. We could see it coming. We know that was going to happen. I like the jazz role. She was raving. She actually was a bit scary. I like that role. I was happy to see her. I liked this guy's role, Dimeji. He wasn't trying to be so funny, but it was funny. The movie story was okay. Nothing spectacular. It wasn't bad. It's all these few good movies that we want to watch, and I'm actually really a very big fan of movies like that. But it didn't give me that love movie. I love. I do this. No, it wasn't giving me that. It's supposed to be romance, but I'm not feeling romantic. I'm not feeling like, oh, let me look for boyfriend. Please, I am single. Forget these strings. Please, I'm looking for boyfriend. Thanks and God bless. Not just boyfriend, husband. Thanks. Okay. Public secretary's announcement over. So, I'm talking so much, but let me quickly just finish it. It wasn't great. That's it. Then they brought in a lot of all those dates, I felt like they should not have just bothered. Yes, the funny part, I like this girl's part, Lizzy J's part. Tiana's part, I could see a lot of parts she wanted to laugh. Felt like she wanted to laugh. And the actor, the main guy, Demi, he was supposed to be repulsed, but he's arching into it. Feels like he's interested. But let's just say, oh, his body as per, he's not used to that kind of emotion, he's interested, but his mind wants to flee. So we'll let that slide. But in case that was someone they were trying to project, you didn't do that well. You should have been like this. You wouldn't want her to touch you. So when she's touching your back, you would do like this, not the one that you're looking like you're leaning into it. You know how to girl. You veterans, please, and you people in the acting, just be looking at me. Don't mind me, please. I like to think I can act, but I know that. But yeah, as per the psychologist, that's what I can bring to it. There's a way you act, the way it was acting. I was just like, this guy is enjoying this. Yeah, it should have been something like this, where you're arched a bit, but then you want to go into yourself because you're not okay with what's happening. Not the only thing that it's just for you to let out the moan and like, oh, I'm like, hey, what's happening? So, as it was just too long unnecessarily again. Then back for me, this one, you could have just not done with that one. The first 3 dates were okay, but that guy did not try. Why will you go on a date and be eating like that? When it's not as if you've been starved. Then another part I don't like that. Yeah, the first few times, oh, ingenious advert placement, and then the next thing it was just so much like, guys, just stop. There is no way anyone would drink fruit juice, or whatever I want to call it, for that long. How many bottles? I tried counting. I think it was like 6. Could possible. Then he wanted to throw someone away, not throw the one with drink inside. Okay, let's just say, okay, he was tired. There's no way, it's not alcohol. It's alcohol that people can drink bottles upon bottles. For fruit juice, I stand corrected. Though people can change my mind though, but even me, God, I say I like it. I don't think I've done more than 2 bottles of Coke. How many 75 cl of poppy? I know now. So you're trying to show us that yeah, the person likes poppy and all that. But as much as I like Coke, I also try to change my opinion. This was just so much in our face. Then when they now came to share the flyer for Bonvita, you should have just shown us the truck driving by, maybe even just the back of the truck, and then you should just see him with a flyer. You don't necessarily have to see someone dropping the flyer and he's reading it and telling his brother, oh, I'm asked to be one of the judges and all that. That's enough. It was also so much. What happened, Gaga? And then the one of Bonvita, then they gave him to drink, and Zed was sharp, the game. Okay, they did not even let us see the game. Even the meeting they said they had, it was at the tail, and I'm like, it's not possible. How will you have meeting with maybe investors and you're the one ending the video? It's not possible. You'll be like, thank you, till they leave. They will be the ones to leave. You will end while they're still there. Poibu. So now to the part that I thought, because this is getting too long, to the part that I thought, what I thought was going to happen was that, oh, the one that seemed to check all the boxes, the one that is also into games and all that, was not going to be the one for him. So when you mentioned Kelechi, I already knew it was Prince's character, the boy that they fought over the game, whatever. But that does not happen in Nigeria, at least, well, sure, as far as I know. But I was thinking, oh, maybe she was someone staged and set there to infiltrate his trust and infiltrate his security and get his game, and that and she was just pretending. That would explain why her voice was like that. You understand? And that the one that seemed to be the bad girl that seemed to not actually really like him will now be the one to like him, and it will just be like, oh, it will be like a one up in your face for those that the first, is it not Amanda also, that one that Bemi's character that beat him up in the beginning, to be like, well, I got someone like you, or even better. I feel that would have been the surprise thing. That would have been a switch already. The one he didn't really place so much heat to, because she's not the female version of him, because basically the person he ended up with was a female version of him. So that was what I was expecting. That would have been a nice thing. Then you'd have found out that, oh, this girl is only here wanting to steal your game and all that. And then you now finally give chance to the other one, and you'll be able to talk and be like, oh, okay, I did not know you like me and all that. But they didn't go down that route. I feel like that would have been a better one, but they didn't go down that route, and we just went on a blee. I like Timini's acting generally because he acts like that is him. So I like the part where their mother called and told them it's the firstborn that will give birth first, because that does not make sense actually. You cannot predict. And then, so when if one gets, if Timini's wife gets pregnant first, sure you tell her to go and abort, that is the firstborn's wife that should get pregnant. No. So I just like the way Timini said, like, what will I say to that one now? Okay, you felt sorry. So talking so much, I think you know. 2. If I want to think so much about it, I will give it lesser. I only give it 2 because it's a romance movie and it wasn't so bad. It should be 1.5, but let me just leave it at 2. Thank you very much. Love you. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you do. What movie you like me to review? Do you want me to review Bridgerton? And because I don't watch it, but I can do it for views. Well, just any other thing, any pointers, anything you want to tell me. And if you want to insult me, but please be nice. At least shall make the comments. Share it to your people. Like, can you see what this girl is writing? Can you see what this girl is saying? This and that. Anything like that, just help me. Thanks, love you. Bye bye. Fine, get behind the scene. I had to quickly come back and state this. I forgot to state it. So I don't understand that Adedoyin's character. I felt like it was not needed. Is it that they are now building up to part 2 or what? It was not needed. Number 2, he said the exact same thing Dija's character Raven said to Demi when he went for the date. So is it that that's the only thing they state in their own kingdom, in their vampire kingdom? That's like maybe a written how to talk with kinikon when you want to bite them. Is that what they've told them to be doing or what? Because I don't understand. And well, at the club, the way he was holding that waist, that was Lilian Afegbai his waist. I'm like, sir, you are not the owner. If you are holding it like this, how will the owner hold it? How will the owner hold it? Unless you are the owner, we are just not know it's underground things. The way you are holding that thing, girl, I swear, and then I don't see why they had to show they went to the. So I was expecting them to show another scene like that, like after the first, after seeing end credit scene and all that. So I was expecting something. What was I expecting? I'm going to go into that later, but let me state what I wasn't expecting is them were trying. Is it that you now beat Lilian's character or what? I did not see the reason for that at all. I did not see the reason for that. Now, I was expecting was for their moment, especially when she called and was like, oh, so I thought that was what she wanted to tell them there. But when it didn't happen there, I thought, okay, they've definitely end credits. Was that, oh, I have to tell you, me and Pato, or whatever the name of Charles Inoje's character is, that, oh, funny thing, I watched this movie just 2 nights ago. Oh no, Sunday night. Okay, 3 nights ago, as today is Wednesday. Now, I cannot remember their names, but that aside, I thought the guy liked their mom and they were dating. Maybe there is going to be a part 2 where Afegbai's character is now Maria, is now a vampire, and then we'll now be seeing Demi's mom and Pato having a relationship. I expected that was what they wanted to talk about, because when he first asked for, how is your mom? Greet her for me. I just felt like, he likes her. For that part, if that was what they were trying to show, kudos to them. If not, now me they get the imaginative thinking. So, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Then when they showed him wearing a wristwatch, a male wristwatch, and he was like, oh, Demi was like, oh, nice wristwatch. And I was thinking, oh, it's because it's probably your mommy that got him the wristwatch. Then the next scene, he was talking with his mom, and his mom came. I like the way the mom came to collect the bottle from him, that don't kill yourself with Jedi, but that aside. And he was like, oh, nice wristwatch. The same exact wristwatch, the male version. I'm like, could have given her a female version, but let's just go with the male version that she wore. And it does not, she's dressed in a nightie. It wasn't as if she was dressed to go out. She was dressed in a nightie, and she's wearing gold, not something thin like this big wristwatch. Come on now. And I was like, oh, nice wristwatch. And it did not stay to think that, wait, I just saw this wristwatch, but let's leave that aside. And she just changed the topic. But nothing came out of it. So why did they hint all that? If you're not going to tell us something, don't even need to develop it, just let us know. Maybe at the wedding that they kissed and their children caught them, they're like, something like that. But nothing. They are not showing us the ones that are doing vampire, whatever. I'm gonna smack you. Okay. And that their costume, that their wedding clothes. The person that I felt even the gowns are not nice. But even they want to use that, it should have been the other way around. Thanks. Final goodbye.